Hello, people, and welcome to the Organised podcast. I am your host, Kevin Smith, and I am here with Sean Reidy and Christian Broderick.
Yes, and we're here to talk about
Shut up.
news we all know is very close to my heart.
Yeah.
Recently.
So we
of
were
course,
all,
we're all talking about Watch Dogs 2 going gold. We've been waiting a long time. It's almost here, guys. What's his name? Marcus? Is Marcus his name?
It's a black.
Marcus, yeah. I think his name is Marcus.
It is.
Yeah. Good. Marcus what? I don't know. Marcus the Hacker Man. He's coming. That's out in like 2 weeks.
Yep, November.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. It'll probably be pretty good, actually, based on everything I've seen.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna make a statement right now. I'm gonna quit the podcast if all I'm going to be hearing is Reidy's voice for the whole thing.
I will be talking.
Yeah.
I reiterate.
You can talk about the Vita,
The
Christian.
entire podcast talking about the Switch, please.
We're not. Because first we got to talk about what we've been playing this week. So, me and Christian, we have things, actually, for once.
I have a lot of things.
What have you been... Let's get Kevin out of the way first. So, what have you been doing, Kevin?
You know what? Fuck you two. I don't need to take this bullshit.
What?
Fine, don't.
Anyway, Christian, shut up. I actually played the Pokemon demo this week, and I think I finished it in like an hour.
Hi. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it over after you go through the trial?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't gone back to it.
Or maybe
Because that's as far as I got, and it seemed to be over.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can just data mine it and you'll be able to play the whole game.
Yeah, it was weird, because, like, I just downloaded that demo thinking, yeah, okay, it's Pokemon, whatever. And then, like, within 5 minutes of opening it, I just realized, like, there was just this reaction in me that was like, huh, I'm really down for a new Pokemon. And
That's weird. That's the weird because Cahill said the same. Cahill said the same, and this is probably like the Pokemon game
really
that I've been
wasn't least excited for.
Yeah, it's the one that I've been least hyped for a while, I think.
Yeah, no, it's just like something like, okay, yeah, I didn't play Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and I wasn't too big on X and Y, but like it just hit me like
I played
right deep in there.
I sank several hundred hours into X and Y, and
I don't know how you did that with the end game in that game.
And basically did like a fraction of that, maybe 100 in maybe 100 in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, do you think I made the right call? Do you think I made the right call skipping those remakes?
I think you made...
I think...
Well,
I definitely think they're good. I still prefer...
You get your Pokemon fan.
I think I definitely would be less excited for this if I had played those.
Yeah, like if you were gonna skip one, I would have said that one.
Because I was going to skip Sun and Moon as well for the Gen 4 remakes, because but I'm thinking they might do another one before that, because the NX, I don't know, because they might just port Sun and Moon to NX, because we are meant to be getting a Game Freak Pokemon game in the first 6 months of the Switch. I said NX there. It's the Switch. We'll get to that later.
It's probably just the Sun and Moon port.
Yeah. And 16 million spin-offs. Because now you get the 3DS spin-offs and the Wii U spin-off. Well, all those Wii U Pokemon spin-offs, in the one place. There really weren't that many. It was Pokemon.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Is there a Rumble game? So, Christian, how was your week?
What?
How was your week, Christian?
Oh, right. I was just going out of my room. But, yeah. Well, my week was wasting my time repeatedly over and over again for about, well, let's see, I downloaded it on the 17th of October. Today is the 29th. About 12 days of continuous playing Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah. It's a disgrace to the name. Getting Christian.
It doesn't exist. Persona started with 3.
Maybe.
I can prove it. It did start with 3.
It's a shame they never made that Persona 2 anime, because I would like to experience that story without having to
play the game.
Without having to go through that snail's pace combat system.
Yeah. Ugh, God, dude, you don't even know the fucking half of it. You've only played an hour. I've played 40 hours.
Yeah. Well,
per game.
What did I say, Christian? Christian, don't play Persona 1. That's a bad idea. It's not good. And you went, no, man, I'll play it. I'll be good. I'll be fine.
Hey, at least I fucking finished it. So I can say I finished it. And then I say Persona started with 3.
Sure.
It did, shut up.
Yeah, so did SMT.
Yeah, everything started with 3. Everything started with 3.
I really need the Reidy series to start at 3 now, because, just give me Reidy 3, Atlas, come on. Give it to Platinum. Just let Platinum do it. That's an idea. Shut up, Christian.
Persona 1's story is pretty good. I mean, I liked it. It didn't have as much accidental racism in it, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. I think didn't I just send that fucking screen cap of the original version to you when you said you wanted to play Persona 1, and I was like, yeah, Brad, you want to play Persona? What are you, stupid? Which is just the truth. And you played a little bit of something else, didn't you? Tell us about that. You seem to be enjoying that a little bit more.
Well, I've only played like 2 hours, but Resident Evil 4 is pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of people have told me that. I mean, everyone's told me that. I
consider the controls to be the literal equivalent of the beginning of first-person shooters.
Third person. Yeah.
So it is beyond clunky.
Yeah.
And I hate them so much. I will never get used to them. But
it's great. It's still pretending to be a horror game, so it's got to control bad.
Oh, for God's sake. That's the thing, I don't agree with all those fucking games by Capcom and Konami. Oh, it needs to be that. No, it doesn't. I don't like it.
Have you ever played a horror game that controlled well, Christian?
I haven't played a horror game in general because they all control badly.
Exactly.
People say, oh, Silent Hill 2, so psychological, horror, all these themes. But, it controls shit, so no.
Yeah, Christian, didn't you just play through Persona 1?
Yeah, but that game was an isometric RPG. Whether or not I control well doesn't mean anything, because the menus.
The first-person dungeon crawling, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no problem with that.
You also played through Persona Q.
Yeah, that's. I think no. I'm gonna say
which is better? Persona 1 or Persona Q?
Christian, have you played Q?
I played the whole way through. I don't know how he did that.
I don't know. I took breaks, lots of breaks, and I cheated on the final boss. That's how I did it.
I've lost my cartridge, so maybe on purpose. I don't know. Subconsciously.
But in terms of labyrinth design, Persona 1 is the best because, for one thing,
you don't have to fucking map it out.
No, well, yeah, obviously you don't have to fucking map it out, but also because there isn't any puzzles.
I know we're getting ahead of ourselves with the Switch talk, but Etrian Odyssey is fucking dead.
I'm kind of happy about that at this point. But There's no puzzles in Persona 1's dungeons, at least from the side that I've played. There is none. Not a single puzzle. I mean, there is this one switched puzzle in the third last dungeon, which is so easy that a child could do it.
Yeah.
So there's no puzzles. That's great.
Would you qualify some of the stuff in Persona 4 as puzzles?
There isn't a single puzzle in Persona 4.
There's the one where it's like, hey, fucking... No, there's a bunch where it's like, hey, if you step here, you'll go here. Woo!
That was only in Yukiko's dungeon.
No, it happens in... It happens in Mitsuo's, too.
Mitsuo... No, that was when you...
And in Secret Base. And in Secret Base.
Secret Base. No, that didn't happen in Secret Base.
Yeah, it does happen. I was watching my brother play it the other day.
No, wait, the warping when you hit a specific point?
I think so.
No, I definitely don't remember that.
Okay. I remember. And there's also the one part in the Secret Base where it's like, hey, yeah, just go down 2 floors again and do them all.
Oh, yeah, to get the key, but that's it. There's no puzzles. Then I love that.
Yeah.
You know,
P5 has puzzles.
Because like RPG puzzles are kind of always terrible no matter what. So
TMS were fine. Well, the first 2 dungeons ones in TMS were fine.
Sean, you didn't even finish TMS.
I know. I'm saying that the first 2 dungeons, the puzzles were fine, and I had a very good reason for finishing TMS because fuck you, making me equally level all of the characters get the true ending.
Oh yeah. I need to mention something. Persona doesn't do experience correctly. No, because when you kill something, the person who killed that thing gets the XP for it. Meaning you could have entire battles where one person is getting 3 times the amount of XP because they were the one who used Megadola. Meaning, at some point, you're going to have to get all the characters to guard, and the one who needs XP to just kill them all, even if they have...
Does Persona 1 make you level up everyone equally and do all of the side content for the fucking ending? No.
Well, there isn't any side content in Persona 1.
Does it make up side content as it goes, just to force you into it for the ending?
No, it isn't. Well, actually, it does have a secret. It does have alternate endings, but it's so hard to avoid. Like, there are like a couple of choices through the game. Like, will you save this person, or will you leave him to save yourself? You know, it's pathetically easy stuff that if you have a basic moral compass, you'll be able to pass.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, Christian, do you really want, like, a deep philosophical question from your Persona
I was about to ask... I was expecting you to say, do you have a moral compass, Christian?
yeah, that too. Because, like, the past 5 years have taught me that maybe you don't.
I mean, at the same time, Kevin, the Persona series is kind of about psychology. It's based on psychology in a really... Jungian psychology, yeah, totally. Yeah, that's totally.
Yeah, that's why they stuff 10 fucking lectures on the P4.
Yeah, they put lectures about it in P4G.
I didn't watch a single one of those.
I watched the first one once.
Oh god, you poor soul.
That was like right when I got it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
What the fuck is Jungian psychology?
What the heck?
That was your first impression of Persona 4 Jungian psychology.
So, this week, you done there?
Well, it's just Persona is just a 1996 RPG. That's it. There's nothing really good about it. There's nothing really bad about it.
Don't you love FF7?
What?
Like, oh, it's just a 1996 RPG. It's like, don't you like FF7?
But FF7 doesn't. Well, FF7 doesn't have a bunch of backward stuff like having 2 separate levels for personas, having the XP be distributed like retard, having the cut rate be insanely high. Basically 7's better. Still.
Yeah. So I've been playing Titanfall 2. I bought that yesterday. I finished the campaign today. It's real good. It's excellent. One of the best shooter campaigns I've played in a long while. It does some interesting stuff.
Have you seen...
I didn't play Doom, so I'm probably wrong there.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Oh, let me look. Have you seen...
Yeah. seen a lot.
Have you seen Innuendo Studios' thing about Call of Duty?
No.
Alright, you should.
I have not.
I'll send it to you later. It's basically like it's basically just about like the campaigns and multiplayer shooters. It made me actually kind of care about first-person shooters for a while.
So I like the original Titanfall a lot, despite the fact that it was multiplayer only, and that's not really my area. But I like Overwatch as well, so I guess just stick a wall around it somewhere in there and you're good. The original Titanfall was made by a bunch of ex-COD developers, as in like the big guys, like most of the real influential people on Modern Warfare 1 and 2 left Activision, and they formed a new studio, and then they made Titanfall 1. And Titanfall 1, yeah, it was good. It did okay. Not the best, because it was only on Xbox One at a time when there weren't very many Xbox Ones. I hear it did alright on PC. Probably not that much because it was only on Origin. But it did well enough to get a sequel, and that one's on PS4 this time, and it's just as good. And they added a grappling hook, and more Titans, and also a single player. And the single player is, so you're just some random fucking foot soldier, and you happen to be you just happen to be chilling in you got knocked out in the bushes while everyone else was being killed. And so by default, pretty much, you're now the commander. So the Titan just comes up to you and it's like, oh yeah, I guess you can use. As we're working together now, you know? And then you work together with the Titan. And the Titan's a big dumb robot, and I love him. He's named BT. He's a good, sweet, nice boy. You tell him, oh, BT, I'm on a hot streak. And it's like, would you like me to get that checked? You know, it's those sort of jokes, but they work. They work, you know? It's obvious, but it works out, you know? Because it's not a single-player campaign that is particularly notable for the story, more for the mechanics. And one thing it does a lot is that it will just introduce a mechanic for a level and just sort of leave it after that. Most of those I don't want to spoil, but so there's one that okay, yeah. I'll give us a minute. Time a minute to talk about this. So if you want Titanfall, if you don't want Titanfall 2 spoilers, skip a minute ahead starting now. Time travel.
Oh shit! What? Really?
Yeah. Time travel.
So do we get like steampunk?
No, just like recent time travel, but like, okay, you just have a button that is just like hit time travel at any time and you will go between the two times. So it's like you're in it's a ruined city and you go back to when it wasn't ruined, and you're fighting people while it wasn't ruined, and then you just jump back to when it is ruined and you like go behind them, just go back to when it was okay and just flank them from behind in the future. It's pretty great, and they use it for jumping puzzles and stuff. Probably the best first-person platformer since Mirror's Edge 1. So, and that's a minute up. Hey, okay. How are you?
Oh yeah, can I mention something?
Yeah.
I stole my Wii U.
Yeah, how's that feel?
He's been going on about it all fucking week. Jesus.
Yeah, because you all should do that pretty soon.
No, Christian.
Yeah, I have actually realized that now that I sold TMS against Titanfall because I'm never going back to that because fuck you guys.
I basically need to
not you guys, Alice.
I basically need to use this Christmas as my way of sourcing basically
the one thing about me selling the Wii U is that I think I can already afford a Switch anyway.
Oh.
So
we don't even know how much it's going to be.
It's probably $250.
Why would it be $250?
No, I heard from.
Welcome to the news.
I heard from someone at GameStop.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to the.
And it's all what we. No, yeah, we can just.
We'll come back to the Switch later because we have other stuff to go through.
Okay, at the end of my week, what else did I do? I started rewatching Peep Show. It's still pretty great.
Peep Show.
It's Peep Show. Peep Show. Go watch it. It's great. They added it back to Netflix. It's.
Oh yeah, I remember. Christian wanted to do. Christian, do you remember you wanted to do a Peep Show of us like a year ago?
I don't think that's what he meant.
Different kind of Peep Show.
Yeah, we're talking about very different Peep Shows here. I'm talking about the television show Peep Show.
I don't know what that is.
He is talking about a Peep Show.
Oh. What the fuck, Christian?
You what? I said what I said.
But yeah, anyway, it's a sitcom and it's all filmed first person, so like it'll switch perspectives of the people in the scene.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. And they did an American version for one pilot, and they just dropped that entirely, and it had what's his face in The Big Bang Theory, and it was
Jim Parsons.
What?
Jim Parsons?
No, Johnny Galecki.
Which one's he?
I don't know.
Oh, he's Leonard, is he?
And no.
Why do I know it?
We've all had shameful times.
I probably said this before, but I have the first 6 seasons of Big Bang Theory on DVD. Anyway, so news. First off, Vine is shutting down.
What a tragedy. Wherever will I find my
5-second clips
my fucking... No, like it is
6 second
dumb.
actually, Christian.
It is really dumb. Because there is good stuff there. And
they're good.
There's like one or two good stuff.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
I prefer the Yo-Yo Master Vine.
Yeah, the Yo-Yo Master one's pretty good. But yeah, it did result in Twitter turning into here are my favorite vines for today.
Yeah,
so that was pretty great.
Yeah,
my favorite was one of a man walking out onto the street as going, and then a bus just comes into him. Everyone goes, "Fuck's sake, Ali!" For fuck's sake!
I hate Ireland so much.
My brother used to watch what's it called, Vines all the time. He'd spend like an hour a day watching Vine compilations.
How many vines is that?
Like 100, I think.
That's like 1,000 vines.
No, it's not. Wait, okay, so 6 a second.
10 vines a second.
10 a minute. So an hour.
6,000 vines.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
10 a minute. Fuck.
10 a minute times 6.
Yeah, 6,000. 6,000, yeah.
Vines
I'm calling them
Organised nonsense.
6,000 vines an hour. Which is the top speed of my new internet-powered car. Although, not actually, because there won't be any vines for it to use.
Hello?
What?
Hey! I'm supposed to be doing a podcast right now.
None of you can see this, but Christian's turned his webcam on, and he's just taking a call.
Sorry about that.
Apparently we're taking live calls.
Oh my god, Christian, Jesus.
They don't...
Christian, he doesn't even have a headphone in. What?
You know how to text.
I didn't know that.
What the fuck?
Okay, see you later.
He's got the biggest smile on his face.
Yeah.
There was no call, you dumbasses.
There wasn't. Don't ruin the joke. You idiot.
Well, how did I ruin the joke? You thought it was on the call.
Yeah, but you should have just left it.
You tell us after. You tell us when we're not recording. No, everyone who's listening knows you weren't.
Well, wait, who's listening?
Okay.
That's like
Reidy's friend is listening. That's who.
It's like the excuse for all of my bad jokes. Who's listening?
Speaking of who's listening, Persona 5 English dub is that was shown
is Mercer
in 2
in
trailers. What?
Is Mercer in it?
Matthew Mercer is in it. Matthew Mercer is also in Titanfall 2. He plays the main character. And they also
main character was Kanji.
Yeah, Matthew Mercer is Kanji.
Oh no.
And the main villain is both Dojima, Namatame, and Boris from Metal Gear Rising, and that's the one the voice sounds closest to. So every time he says anything, I mentally just place a
"Oh God,
got them open, Raiden" at the end, which is classical. But yeah, the P5 dub. I wasn't sold on the first trailer. Was considerably more sold on the second trailer.
Yeah,
it'll be fine. I'm not going to complain anyway.
Besides, it's a case of, did we really have an amazing dub to begin with to compare? I mean, Persona 4's dub was.
It was better than the Japanese.
Yeah,
I can't argue that. You can't argue that.
The golden animation, Christ, what the fuck? It's so bad.
Oh yeah, did you see the interviews? That came out with the dub trailers?
No.
So, yeah, like Xander was fine. He was like, yeah, I played some SMT, and I played Persona 4. Because, he was in Apocalypse. He probably played that because he was in it. He put on a terrible Irish accent. It was great. Well, I mean, it's going to be... Oh, yeah. SMT4 Apocalypse has a date in Europe now. It's December 2nd. That'll be good. You've got a month to play SMT4, Christian.
Yeah, how long am I playing? Well,
SMT4 is a 3DS game. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but I need an SD card to get it.
Oh yeah, fair point.
I mean, I could delete Bravely Default. In fact, I probably should. So.
But what was I saying? Yeah. But then you get to the one for An, and they go, "Hey, have you played any of the series before?" And she goes, "I watched the anime."
Oh God!
And here's the kicker. Harden goes. Harden's the Atlas USA PR manager, known as Atlas Prime on the good old subreddit, which is terrible, and I love. And he goes, "Which anime? The normal anime or the golden anime?" And she goes,
No.
And she goes, "Was Marie in it?" And he's like, "Yes, Marie was in it." How does someone just watch the golden anime? It skips half the story. It skips half the story.
It cuts up everything for bad fucking slice of life shit.
Kevin, here's how to put it. Imagine
the final battle at beach scenes.
Imagine JoJo Part 4 if it was just the lock fight and shit like that. No actual villain fights, just the
random fights they put in for to fill time.
They skip the first Yukiko fight and just go straight to Cinderella, and
they skip everything.
Actually, seriously, in that animation, they just introduce characters and you already know them, and most people do. But I don't know how anyone
start with Golden. That's impossible.
In the second episode, Yukiko just shows up. She's not introduced. She's just there.
Everyone knows who Yukiko is. I don't. Yeah. Fuck you.
It's great. It's great. I hate it. They still haven't dubbed that. They probably never will. Good. Waste of energy. Final Fantasy 15 has gone gold.
What does that mean?
It's finished.
Oh. Gone gold. Huh.
It's getting printed on the discs now.
Yeah. Maybe. No, we gotta go and steal one of those days.
Maybe.
What are you saying me for?
They announced Kingdom Hearts 4.
Again.
3.
No, Kingdom Hearts 4. They announced Kingdom Hearts 4.
No, what, you mean 1.5 plus... Oh, you get it, yeah, it adds up to 4.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys a little something. This week, they revealed random-ass screenshots. And
yeah.
They look great. But
do they?
Why? But you know what this does confirm? Drive forms. You'd think that deserve a trailer or an announcement that they brought back drive forms, but nope, just random screenshots.
Yep. Speaking of deserving a trailer, there was a Pokemon trailer.
What did you think? What did you think of the new forms? I know Christian probably either hasn't seen it or just doesn't care.
Oh, what do you mean the new forms? You mean the
okay, so let's go through the new starters: Decidueye, Incineroar, and Primarina.
Yeah, sure.
I like them all except Incineroar.
Not a firefighting.
It's not even like subtle that they designed it, and then someone was like, "Here, we can't have another fucking firefighting," so changed it to Fire Dark.
Yeah.
The rest of the Pokemon are pretty okay. Some of them are pretty cool.
Yeah. Like fucking Alolan Persian.
Yeah, I fucking hate that with a passion.
It's Garfield. It's a grey Garfield.
It's blue Garfield.
Yeah. And why is red Jotaro? No, like seriously.
Did you see that too? I saw that. Hold on, where is it? And then someone posted. What's it called? Blue is
Why the fuck is red? No, but he's doing pose and all. He's got his hat. Like Jotaro. He's doing a Jotaro pose.
But like people making him like he looks pretty. Did you see that tweet Nintendo Pokemon's Twitter sent out?
That was fake, Christian.
Oh, I wanted it to be real.
Yeah, so did I.
What?
Oh, it was saying that it was saying that red and blue were newlyweds on honeymoon.
Married. Yeah, I saw that too.
I believed it for a second. I was like, sure. Yeah. Why not?
I wanted to believe it.
Do something like that. Oh.
Yeah.
But the Pokemon Company hates fun.
Yeah, they do.
Really, just out of curiosity, are you getting the fan edition?
What? I don't know what that is, so no.
I'm getting the Nothing edition.
Actually, I think at the moment you can get it for pretty cheap on Amazon.
Is the fan edition the one with both games?
No, I mean like the regular game. You can get it pretty cheap on Amazon.
Oh. Yeah, I'll just buy it. Just go in and buy it. It'll be a time, fun time. Actually, no, that's like a week before. I don't know if I'll be able to afford that with Apocalypse the week after, because my niche. Because I'll be able to get Pokemon anytime. Apocalypse, that's going to be a hard to find game, and I've also got to be like, hey, Deep Silver. Thanks for bringing these over here.
Oh wait, so you expect the physical copies to become hard to get?
I expect them to become like I won't be able to just walk into a shop and buy one.
Well, you see, when I walk into a store, I never see any Atlas games. I mean, I may see Arena and I may see Catherine, but that's it.
I've seen Soul Hackers in my local GameStop a few times.
Actually, that reminds me. I walked into Waterstones and I was looking for the Persona manga because I want more trash, and I saw the Devil Survivor manga.
Yeah, there's a Devil Survivor anime as well, and it's supposed to be awful.
Yeah, Trinity
terrible. Devil Survivor just aesthetically is probably the least appealing Megaten series to me. Yeah, like by far.
You can tell immediately it's the most anime.
Like it doesn't even. No, it is. Yeah, no, yeah, it is. Yeah.
At least for the others, there's a silver lining that makes
because it is just from an actual anime artist. Like, he does anime art. He has animes. It's annoying that the worst Megaten artist is also the most high-profile one.
Oh,
Are we talking about the Durarara guy?
The Durarara guy, yeah.
The one who made the one with the large breasts.
Yeah, the one who fucking posted the Devil Survivor 2 pro tag into Cyber Sleuth.
Oh yeah, someone was looking, because, fun fact to any of you who don't know this, or who don't know, I on occasion write comics, and I have a bunch of shitty, like, I'm a terrible artist, so I have a bunch of like terribly drawn character designs in a copy I keep in my bag, and a friend was looking at them during the week, and they were like, Kevin, you're an anime fan, right? And I'm like, yes, this should not be news. And basically they were surprised that I hadn't overdrawn the bust size of the characters.
Yeah.
I don't think
that's not your area.
Cern Kevin.
That's not your area. We know that, Kevin.
What do you mean my area?
Yeah, it's
your area of anime.
Yeah. Well, like, to be fair, there has been. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you on this.
No. Yeah. Why would you argue with me on this? This is me backing you up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Yeah,
I know people way worse than you.
No, because I was gonna say that I was gonna mention one of the One Piece character designs, but never mind.
Yeah, the one with the twig, the one with the twig for a stomach.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a running joke between me and my friend that the waist gets smaller and the breasts get bigger, which after the time skip for like, because there was a time skip in One Piece for like 3 arcs. I think. Yeah, for 2 or 3 arcs, she was just in like a bikini for no reason.
Remember we had a trash talk? Remember that?
Yeah, let's save this for.
Remember that?
Let's save this for later. Anyway, so big news of the week.
Nintendo decided to cancel the NX. We're not getting a new console whatsoever. Sell your Wii U's. Nintendo is dead. By Sony.
Yeah, Sony announced the Vita 2.
Oh wait, what's that, Nintendo?
Yeah, I think the quote to sum it up from Liam from the Super Best Friend cast was, "It's great that Nintendo are making the Vita 2 a console with a lot of Japanese support, questionable Western support, and no Sony games."
Except it matters a lot more that there's actual fucking Nintendo games now.
Yeah.
Western support indeed.
Do you think it will do better with Western publishers than the Vita?
Yes.
On the other hand, so did the fucking Wonder Swan.
What?
What?
The fuck is the
Kevin,
Wonder
it's one of those
Swan?
consoles you don't care for reasons.
It's Japan only.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it might have released in Europe. Seems like one of those weird things that would just be Japan and Europe.
Yeah, I only know about it because of that one Mega Man Wonder Swan game.
The Wonder Swan.
But yeah, for those
I
who
think
don't know,
I think I've seen something like this before.
Yeah,
oh wait, no, yeah, it's Japan only.
Let's move on, because we have 10 minutes.
No, Val, we're not going to condense all this Switch talking in 10 minutes. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, this is the part where I say, oh, I need to play Resident Evil 4.
So, for those of you who don't know, Nintendo Switch. It's
Announced.
So it's not it's a console, guys. Definitely, it's a console. It's a console.
What if it's not?
It's a console. Kevin.
Is it?
We live in the West. It's a console.
Okay.
Nintendo will never call it anything but a console here, because people here like consoles. In Japan,
Yeah, they
they'll be
don't
like,
like
it's a handheld, guys. It's a handheld, definitely.
I don't know why.
This is how they get away with both of it. They can get away. Yeah.
Well, what type of conspiracy shit are you pulling here, Reidy, for no reason?
That's how they get away with it, with marketing it to both sides of the world. You know?
Yeah, a good conspiracy theory you got there, Reidy.
Yeah. No, it's called fucking common sense, Christian.
Yeah, but you see, here's the thing. Why did you bring that up?
Because it's a console, Christian.
No, both.
It's a console.
You just want Persona 5 on your handheld, Reidy. That's basic.
I do, yeah.
Oh my god, if Persona 5 comes to this, like, Reidy's gone. Never see him again.
Outside?
No, he'll bring it with.
Yeah, he'll bring it with him everywhere.
But yeah, it's a little dock, and you have a handheld, and you put it in, and it looks like a toaster. So you know, I'm there day one. It's gonna have video games on it, maybe. It's got Zelda on it. It's gonna have Sonic on it. It's gonna have Just Dance on it.
Is Sonic confirmed for it?
It's not gonna have Skyrim on it though. Definitely not. What do you mean Skyrim just came out on PS4 yesterday? Yeah, of course, buy that, totally. Why would it be on Switch? Yeah, that whole no, Skyrim's not gonna be on the Switch thing is ridiculous, you know? It's just them wanting you to buy Skyrim on PS4.
Oh, lovely.
That came out yesterday. Skyrim was 5 years ago. That sunk in recently to me.
Well, it's a big game. Like,
I remember
really, that's
Skyrim.
kind of like complaining about Xenoblade Chronicles because, like,
No, but yeah, Skyrim was 5 years ago. That's weird. But yeah, what else do we know? It's got two controllers that you take off, and you can play games probably not very well on them in multiplayer. Yeah, it's a thing, and I'm looking forward to it.
Nvidia have confirmed. I think Nvidia have, but Nintendo haven't.
It's a custom Tegra, which is apparently putting out stuff on a level comparable to an Xbox One. Which is
This is probably that's in the what's it called, the in the docked version.
Well, there's not going to be any difference between the handheld and docked versions. I think they might overclock it because there will be extra cooling and no need to use the battery in the dock. But I think otherwise there isn't going to be a single difference. But yeah, okay. So you have to wonder. That big list of partners. Are we going to look at that? Because how much does that mean? You know. Do you think this needs? No, I don't. Of course, it needs it. But do you guys care if the West completely abandons this? Because
I don't.
Well, Christian, you don't care in general. You don't care in general.
Yeah, no.
Christian, okay. I'm going to ask you to do something difficult here. Imagine you care.
All right.
Imagine you care. Do you care if the West pulls out? Do you think? Does that matter to you in a scenario where you care?
Well, really, I don't have any Western games in my library that aren't from the early 2000s, so
yeah. I will be fine with this if it is just the sort of games you were getting on the Vita with the sort of games you were getting on Wii U, because I kind of loved my Vita. I kind of loved my Wii U. So
I kind of hate the latter.
2-1, boys. We're good.
Yeah, if they don't do
because here's the thing. No matter what, this thing's gonna do fucking amazingly in Japan.
Yeah.
For one thing, anyway.
Yeah. Because, you know what Japan likes? Splatoon. You know what was in that trailer? Fucking Splatoon. You know what Japan doesn't have in a lot of their houses? A PS4, because no one fucking bought them. And you know why that is? Because no one wants to play a video game in their house. They want to play it on the train.
Why are Japan obsessed with handhelds?
Because they're working all the time.
Oh, we're not hard working like that.
Japan's going to go one of two ways. It's either intense VR or handheld. That's it. You're not going to get anyone in Japan with a fucking TV anytime soon. They're beyond that shit.
TV's for anime over there.
Well, I mean, anime is seen as weird in Japan, and they all just read fucking manga on trains. That's what I hear. I hear it's way more socially acceptable to just read a manga on a train than it is to watch anime.
Not that anyone cares what's socially acceptable.
Yeah. And, yeah, I mean, it's Japan, you know? They gotta... It's, I don't know. Fucking... I'm not gonna pretend I know everything about Japanese culture, because
you know nothing about Japanese culture.
Yeah, no. Yeah, because I read some fucking things on a forum. I don't. But I know how they like to play their video games, I think.
Why don't we just, stop classifying them as we know what each and every individual Japanese person likes?
As a market. I'm not talking about as people, I'm talking as a market. As a market.
You sure?
Yes. Japan likes handhelds. 3DSs, they all got those.
No, yeah, Reidy's right. They definitely do like handhelds.
Oh yeah, the PSP.
You wonder why it can't...
There's a reason why games like Peace Walker have all the multiplayer functions in it is because they expect
Christian, if nothing else should demonstrate why that Japan like handhelds.
Monster Hunter.
It's the fact that
why Japan likes hand.
I mean the fact
it's
that
just Monster Hunter. Because Monster Hunter that could do fine on the TV. No, fucking boom. You got to put it on 3DS because that's where people are in Japan. And that's also why I think
the Vita kind of was a thing in Japan.
A little bit. It was still a P4
more of a
thing
thing than it ever was here.
Yeah. But yeah.
I think it's shit at Resident Evil 4.
What?
I think I'm shit at Resident Evil 4.
Cool. Tell me that when you get to Mercenaries. But it's Switch. I'm looking forward to it. It seems like exactly what I wanted.
It seems like I'm cautiously optimistic for it. Like I'm definitely not gonna buy it day one.
I feel like it's a dead cert that I'm getting weird Japanese shit on it. So cool. I have a PS4, so I can play Western stuff there. No problem. Expecting the West to make handheld games is a fool's errand.
Yeah.
Well, they could
not gonna get.
How many third-party Western 3DS games are there?
Third-party
Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom.
The other Sonic Boom.
Yeah, the two Sonic Boom games.
Oh yeah, that came out recently. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good. Well, not pretty good, but it was fine.
It was fine in comparison to what we had.
I heard the other 3DS one was fine. It's just that everyone focused on the Wii U one.
Well, the 3DS one didn't let you jump indefinitely. That's exactly why.
Oh yeah, of course. But yeah, if this just delivers what I think it is, which is just the stuff I was getting on the Vita plus Nintendo games, then cool. Because I think most of the people who are making games on the Vita are going to jump to here. Definitely more easily than people who are making games for the 3DS. Because there is no fucking PSP 3 coming anytime soon. Yeah, like there was a thread on the
Sony are gonna hold off on handhelds. I'd say for at least another 2 or 3 years.
They'll keep the Vita around as a remote play machine, and that'll be it.
And that's about it.
Yeah, and since I think we're never going to see like a major change in consoles again, from the big two at least, I think the Vita will just keep working in perpetuity, sort of, you know? Like, even if they call it the PS5, it's probably still going to just be a PS4, and the Vita will still work on it, I think. PS4 Pro's out soon, like 3 weeks. Not that anyone cares, really, because really. None of us have €3,000 TVs. And I'm also glad in this time of VR that the Switch is what it is, because VR. I'm glad Nintendo aren't stepping into VR as if there was ever any.
No, they said they were. They said they were interested
looking into it, but still, though, VR as a design-wise, that kind of goes against every design philosophy Nintendo has. You know, they could do interesting things in it, but I don't think they'd feel like Nintendo. You know. Yeah. If there was a time for Nintendo to move into VR, and that time was the Wii. Unfortunately, that time has passed.
Wii?
And there was a time Nintendo did move into VR, and that was the.
Wait. Do you think they should do?
All hell virtual.
They should do what's it called? They should have done VR with
Virtual
the Wii.
Boy 2. No, I'm saying if they had stayed on the track they were on with the Wii of full motion controls, then VR would have been the logical step forward. But they didn't. So they shouldn't. But still, the Wii was still all about playing together. The Wii U's idea was about playing weirdly together.
Very weirdly.
Very strangely together. And then the Switch is, once again, somewhat about playing together in some of its ideas. You know, the detachable controller, which probably won't work that well, but, you know, they're trying. That's not what matters. But this is the closest thing, I think, to just a GameCube 2. Or even... Like, a lot of the podcasts I've listened to in the past... A lot of the podcasts I've listened to in the last... Since the Switch announcement were like... Yeah, for years I've been waiting for the SNES 2. But that was the GameCube. The GameCube was the SNES 2. You know, it didn't have that, because there has always been something holding them back, but the GameCube was the one with the least holding them back, because they were the most powerful. They had a little less space on the discs, but even then, N64 was the most powerful by far, but it had carts, so space was a massive issue. Space was still an issue on the GameCube, but way less. And then with the Wii and the Wii U, you go way off the trail, and now we're just
away everything.
Now we're sort of here again, you know. It's like you can just take a game, put it on, and it'll just work, unless you want the detachable controller multiplayer, which I don't even see being that supported by games outside of Nintendo. Because, you know, what's that? That's a stick and 4 buttons, maybe a shoulder pad. It's a weird thing. It's what I wanted. I'm looking forward to it. And on that note, what are we looking forward to in the next week?
Ending the podcast right now.
Nothing. There's nothing to look forward to. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, people.